Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's brand new video. We're going through FIFA 13, we're discussing FIFA 13, and today I'm bringing you guys the impact engine in FIFA 13, which was actually initially introduced in FIFA 12, and I'm bringing you guys some info or my experiences about the referees and whether I feel as though they're fixed or not. So, yeah, I mean, let's quickly just go over what it was like in FIFA 12. So, the Impact Engine in FIFA 12, it was a fantastic new addition, but with every new addition, there are always issues with it, and there is no doubt about it, the Impact Engine had its problems. It was a real pain in the ass at times. You know, your players get flung around, they'd get put to the ground so easily by the smallest, like, nudge or things like that, and it was just... I kind of want to say they tried to make the game more realistic, but by doing so, they kind of made it a little bit more unrealistic. Don't get me wrong, I really do enjoy it. It's a fantastic new feature that's been introduced to FIFA, but the big thing that I was looking for was, did they make big improvements to it in FIFA 13? Did they make the changes they need to get rid of those horrible glitches? You know, there were a bunch of funny ones that came out, which admittedly they made for some hilarious YouTube videos, but nevertheless, they were still very... It was still quite irritating during the games, as well as, you know, there's always, I don't know if you guys remember, there was always that one animation, if you played that LBY or L1 triangle ball over the top, and your defender would chest it, but he'd almost chest it into the pathway of the oncoming attacker, and he could just, like, nick it off you, and he threw on goal one-on-one with the keeper. So, things like that, have those parts of things been fixed? Yes. I noticed that the defenders do far less of that sort of shenanigans, and that was a huge plus for me. I was so happy when I heard that. I was... yeah, that's just a huge bonus, because the amount of times I've conceded goals or lost games due to my defenders just being complete idiots with the Impact Engine, how we'd take it on the chest and just literally just give the attacking player the ball, and it was just so frustrating. But yeah, so in that sense, yes, it's been fixed. The tackling, all that seems a lot more realistic. I mean, a whole lot better. They have really fine-tuned this what do you call it, Impact Engine. They've done a fantastic job when it comes to that, but one of the biggest things I get asked is, did they fix the referees? And the referee issues arose when they brought in the Impact Engine, because obviously, you know, the game needs to make calculations as to, you know, how hard was the player hit? Was he hit hard enough for it to be a foul? What angle did it hit him at? What did it do to the player? You know, the game has to make all these calculations to decide, was it a foul or was it not? And the Impact Engine kind of screwed with that. It kind of messed up, you know, the calculations. It made it a lot harder for the game to make those calculations, and that's why we had all these completely disgusting things that came across the game, which was like, my player would be one-on-one with the keeper would swipe the floor from underneath my player's feet, and it was absolutely horrible. You know, you'd be one-on-one and no foul, nothing was given. The keeper wasn't given a yellow. It was just terrible, to be perfectly honest with you, and it drove me round the bend. The amount of times I've been one-on-one, flicked to pass the keeper, and he just takes my player out and nothing is given was just far too many, and that was the biggest thing I was looking for in FIFA 13. Whether they had fixed things like that, obviously one thing they really did fix was the distinction between, you know, what's a yellow and what's a red, or just what's a normal foul and what's a yellow. They really fine-tuned that, and admittedly, they did a really good job of, you know, making sure that there was a good knowledge. I suppose the referee were better clued up to what's a yellow card and what's not a yellow card. So from that aspect, they most certainly did better. So let me just get straight to it. Are the referees fixed in FIFA 13? No. They're straight up, they're not, guys. I played the game quite a bit, and there were times where I was like, how is that not a foul? That is 100% a foul, and I was so disappointed when I saw that. I was like, this is absolutely gutting. You know, there's still moments in the game where I'm like, that is blatantly a foul. Surely I've got to be given something for it, and nothing was given. But bearing that in mind, I have to admit, there is a huge improvement from what the referees are like in FIFA 12. So that's one of the best things you guys can take away from it, really, is that the referees have been dramatically improved. And when those sort of situations happen, you guys can still be happy knowing the fact that they will be much better in FIFA 13. But like I said, are they fixed? No, not really, which is a bit disappointing. But at the same time, it poses the question, is it even possible to fix referees? We have to remember, this is a game. There's not real people behind the referees making these decisions. So, like, the game can't, you know, get it exact 100% perfect every time. Even in real life, people make errors. You know, there's real life errors, all that sort of thing. So I mean, maybe it's just maybe it is quite good that they're not perfect, and it adds for a bit of realism to the game. Part of me kind of likes that, but then again, it just gives me an excuse to blame a loss on, I suppose, which is a bit disappointing, really, because you know, I was really hoping referees, quote unquote, will be fixed, but it also begs the question: is it possible to fix these sort of referees? But that'll do it for me, guys, today. Let me know in the comments, would you guys not mind there being one or two little errors that the referees make? Because that's really what it is in FIFA 13. The difference between the referees in FIFA 13 and 12 is huge, and it is dramatic, and it's noticeable, which is really, really great. But like I said, they're not 100%. But maybe, is that good? I mean, part of me is like, that's awesome, you know, a bit of realism in there. Not every referee gets everything spot on, but let me know, guys. I am really interested to know your thoughts on that. But overall, Impact Engine's been hugely improved.
Hello everyone,
and
welcome
but
to
like I said, they're not perfect.
And today we're going to be doing a little bit more
you obviously have 2 videos. Feel free to go check those out. Subscribe if you want to, and if you wish to keep going through my FIFA 13 FIFA strategy gameplay, all that will be a link on that at the end of this video. Yeah, obviously, yeah, guys, video check out my t-shirts. There'll be a link down below.
Again, this video is just my personal experience.
A lot of you guys might want to let me know, send me a YouTube guys or whatever. What I felt. Catch you guys all around. Don't forget to leave a like, rating, favorite, subscribe, all that fun shenanigans.
Today I'm going to be,